I am Thomas, and we are today. I find myself in Fairfield, Connecticut, Fairfield County, at the Oak Lawn Cemetery, plot D27, section D27, paying my respects to one of the greats, Mary Tyler Moore. Backtrack here a little bit as we pay our respects to Mary Tyler Moore and kind of give you a overview of her life. Now, Mary Tyler Moore was an actress. Actress could be probably best remembered for the Dick Van Dyke Show, which ran in the early 60s. You could catch that on Nickelodeon Kids. There's one of the earlier pictures of Miss Moore. And from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. It's been said that the Mary Tyler Moore Show helped kind of define a new vision of American womanhood. Dare I say, maybe Oprah before Oprah came on our TV screens. There was Mary Tyler Moore, and then there was Oprah. Moore won 7 Primetime Emmy Awards and 3 Golden Globe Awards. Not to mention nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress for the performance in Ordinary People. She also had a role in the musical film Thoroughly Modern Millie, just to name a few of her accomplishments. Now, the Mary Tyler Moore Show was a sitcom that was created starring Mary Tyler Moore. The show aired on CBS of September 1970 till March of 1977. That show, Mary portrayed a character by the name of Mary Richards. Now, Mary Richards was an unmarried, independent woman who focused her career as an associate producer of a news show at what was a fictional local station based in Minneapolis. Her co-stars were Ed Asner, that was Mary's boss as Lou Grant, alongside actors such as Gavin MacLeod, Ted Knight, Georgia Engel, Betty White, yes, Betty White, the Betty White. Valeria Harper, as well, got her start there. Great show. Kids should watch it. And, back then, in the 1970s, just going back to the Mary Tyler Moore Show, being neither married nor dependent on a man was a rarity. Mary was doing it all by herself in that TV show. Just how outstanding that series, that show was. It kind of produced 3 spin-offs. I think it was Rhoda, Phyllis, and Lou Grant. Mary Tyler Moore Show stands right now, I believe, number 6 on a list of 101 best written TV shows of all time. So let's kind of do a quick rundown of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. You had Mary Richards, right? We kind of gave you to her background. Single, not dependent on a man. Associate producer of the 6 o'clock news. Then you had Lou Grant, which was Ed Asner. And he had a tough, kind of grumpy demeanor. And he initially hides his kind-hearted nature, which is gradually, it reveals itself as the series progresses. It just really wasn't that big of a grump as he led on to make the viewers believe. They call him Lou. who can, and everyone calls him Lou, including Mary's friends, with the exception of Mary herself, who can rarely even bring herself to call him anything other than Mr. Grant. Ted Baxter, who was played by Ted Knight, had that role. Dim-witted, vain, miserly anchorman of the 6 o'clock news. Frequently would make mistakes, oblivious to the actual nature of the topics covered on the show, but to cover for tormenting insecurity, he postures as the country's best news journalist. Now, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, because it was so successful in modern history, it had a cultural impact, right? Tina Fey, who created 30 Rock, she explained that Mary Tyler Moore's show helped inspire 30 Rock's emphasis on office relationships. She said, "Our goal is to try to be like the Mary Tyler Moore Show, where it is not about doing the news," said Fey. You also have writers from the sitcom Friends. When they were about to create their series finale, they had watched several other sitcom finales, but they used the Mary Tyler Moore Show as the gold standard, and it influenced the finale of Friends. How about that? Now, her first start was with the Dick Van Dyke Show. And in 1961, just backtracking here as well, Carl Reiner, he cast Moore in the Dick Van Dyke Show. That was a weekly series that was based on what was essentially Reiner's own life and career as a writer for Sid Caesar's television variety show, Your Show of Shows. And he was telling the cast from the onset that it would run for no more than 5 years. Which, 61 to 66, seems like 5 years. The show was produced by Danny Thomas Company, and Thomas himself would recommend her. He had remembered Moore as the girl with 3 names, whom he had turned down earlier. But she had very energetic comic performances as Van Dyke's character's wife, begun at age 24, which was 11 years Van Dyke's junior. Go Dick. Then that made the actress and her signature fitted capri pants extremely popular, as she became internationally known. When she won her first Emmy for her portrayal of Laura, she said, "Listen, I know this will never happen again." As that character Laura on the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary Tyler Moore often wore styles that recalled the fashion of Jackie Kennedy, such as capri pants, which echoed an ideal of the Kennedy's administration's Camelot. How about that? So, all good things coming to an end, obviously, and the Mary Tyler Moore Show did come to an end. And Mary did kind of make her appearances here and there. 85, 86, she returned to CBS in a sitcom that was titled Mary. But that kind of suffered from poor ratings poor reviews, and strife within the production crew. Moore, in various interviews, said that she had asked the network to pull the show because she herself was even kind of not really happy with the production and direction. Moore also starred in the short-lived Annie McGuire in 1988. Then again, in 1995, as we're back to paying our respects to the grave of Miss Mary Tyler Moore, she, in 95, was cast as a tough, unsympathetic newspaper owner, Luis the Dragon Felcott, on the CBS drama New York News. And that's the third series in which her character was involved in the news media. How about that? You know how you hear some like characters always being cast in the same type of role, whether it be the cook, the army guy, or whatever kind of a deal, right? So this is like the same. She's cast as the same type of character. But more, she was disappointed with the writing of her character, and she was negotiating with producers to get out of her contract for this series, when it was canceled. So she didn't really like the direction of that either. And when your name, like Mary Tyler Moore was, you do have some string, and you do have some pull and some say. Let's not also forget there was the Mary Tyler Moore Hour, which was kind of described as part situation comedy, part variety series, and it had Moore portraying a TV star putting on a variety show. That program just lasted 11 episodes. As you could see, the length and the history of this movie star, legendary. Miss Moore, she, was, she had one child. She passed away in 2017 at the age of 80. I believe it was pneumonia. But she was also a, animal rights activist, diabetes activist. Just you could see even, the monuments there inside her final resting spot had a puppy. Very easy to find if you want to pay your respects. It's not a big cemetery, and you have these monuments, which are a good focal point to view, to find her. Very calming, right by the water there. Very calming. I hope all is well. Paying our respects to Mary Tyler Moore. Legendary career. Until next time.